Hello, hello, hello. It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comforts together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling.
Okay, there we go. Hey, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? To all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, and my tea leaf readers, honey. It's another glorious evening, another glorious time, another glorious day. And I hope you have all of your crumpets together because, darling, it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat. Oh, I'm coming to y'all, honey. I'm parched. I just got parched already. Okay. And I'm coming with a heavy heart because I was just someone hit me up on Insta message right here on in my DMs on Facebook. And uh I just found out that one of my little special friends, honey, has been shot and killed yesterday. I think is what it said. Um, um, and it was a robbery gone bad, according to what someone had put down. I guess someone was trying to rob him, or he was somewhere where that particular thing was happening, and he was shot, and now he has been killed. A Caucasian friend of mine was one of them white boys who think he was black, honey, because he loved black culture. He was a gay man. He loved big black men like me and carrying on. Um, and things like that. And yeah, he was controversial at times because he was an atheist, and a lot of times, a lot of traditional children, did not traditional Christians and believers, they would not hear him. And y'all know how Christian children do, honey. They don't want to hear shit. If you ain't talking about Jesus, honey, then you wrong and carrying on. And they didn't want to have court with him. And it saddens me, and it's taken me. I'm just reading about it now, and so yeah, it's fucking with me just a little bit because he has come down here to Atlanta. He's from here. He lived in Kansas City, Missouri, and he um has been down here a couple of times. He was a Falcons nut. Okay, he loved coming down here to watch the Falcons and carrying on. And the last couple of times we've talked, but we haven't been able to see each other. He had to come to visit and this and that. We kept saying, when you're in town, let's make it happen. He said, well, I came in, I didn't have time, blah, 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 blah. He always called me Big Daddy. So I'm like, okay. And to find out that the man is gone, honey, oh, child. Okay, I have no words at this moment. And recovering because y'all know last week I had gone home to Detroit, and one of my sister friends, honey, last week, she had passed last Sunday. Jennifer Holiday Chanel, that was her name, and she had passed, and I didn't even know that the girl was sick and carrying on and was hospitalized. I didn't know any of that, and we were showgirls together, and all of that, and We didn't spend a lot of time together in the beginning of our careers of being on stage and stuff. We were around each other a lot. You know, she and I and Destiny Hunter and Sabrina Morgan and some of those girls there. And now Sabrina was my baby sister, honey. And Sabrina died the same year that my brother died. So she's been gone now for 7 years. In fact, that was part of me healing because I lost my brother in February of 2013, and then Sabrina died in May. Okay, her birthday was April. She died in May of that same year. And then 2 days after she died, then another sister friend of mine, Whitney Page from Texas, she was another showgirl. She had died 2 days after Sabrina. So you know, it was. And now Jennifer has made transition and carried on, and now you know this thing here. So it's heavy. You know, it's heavy. And today might be one of those days. I was supposed to be having a cocktail last time. I told you I was having a cocktail, and I didn't. But I'm going to have one today. Okay, okay. So yeah. I'm grown, bitch. Don't tell me what I don't need. Talk about the you know cocktail, bitch. What? Go get fat. Bring your ass up in here and give me my goddamn cranberry juice out the refrigerator. I'm talking to you, daughter. Daughter. No, you ain't gotta fix it. No, just go get the cranberry juice. Um, so in any event that there is that, and it's so interesting that we're here because I was going today's the title of today's show is How Sensational Are You? Okay. How sensational are you? Know, this is Saturday, so we're trying to do sensational Saturdays. And I wanted to put a thing together, but I also call this a don't come out of a bag Saturday. Okay. So whatever y'all put here in the comments as far as topics and stuff are concerned, I'm gonna let y'all have a voice today. Okay. We gonna wing it, we gonna do the damn thing, honey. And that's what we're gonna call it. Okay. So whatever is on your minds is where we're gonna go because I want to give you guys time to be cathartic and get some shit up off of you. You know what I'm saying? Oftentimes we forget about that we just need places to release and to this, that, and the other. Okay. Now, what I am going to do too, one of the questions that I want to ask you guys is this because I'm going to play a clip. Um, I'm going to play a short little clip. Um, how comfortable are you with being with yourself? Okay. Do you enjoy your own company? Okay. And if you don't, what is it going to take for you to do that? How do you get into uh uh enjoying you? Okay, enjoying your own company. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, today was one of those days. I got up. They were doing the little turkey drive, right? You know, come get the little turkey for Thanksgiving and this, that, and the other. The community was doing it. And I called Aunt Nikki, and hopefully she'll come up in here. She and Red should be in here soon. I called her. I said, "Girl, they're giving away the little turkeys and carrying on. You know, Miss Melody Cool ain't running, so you know we need a car because they like pop your trunk and hit it." So I took her around there, and so what they were doing, because they wanted to make sure um, that everybody partakes, okay, or they only had well, I'll put it this way: they had a limited amount, so they wanted to make sure that you know they try to get it served as many people as possible. So what this particular was and we didn't know this, of course, at the time, was this was not the carpool kind of setup to where, you know, you the driver, you done got Miss Mary, Suzanne, you know, Miss Carol, and all y'all in the same car. And because it's four different families represented, they would put four boxes in the car. If they wasn't doing the carpool thing, it was one turkey, whatever, per car. So I said, girl, I'm fine with that. You know, I'm good because hell, I wasn't going to cook the damn thing for Thanksgiving anyway, because I don't like cooking traditionally for Thanksgiving. Okay. As a matter of fact, that's gonna be your homework assignment today. What y'all cooking? Put it in the and hashtag it Thanksgiving dinner. Hashtag Thanksgiving dinner. And we're gonna talk about what you're cooking. Okay. Um, so I don't like to cook traditionally. So had I gotten the turkey and this, that, and the other, it would have went in the freezer for another day, and something else. Because honey, black folks' culture is we eat that shit all the goddamn time. Okay, turkey dressing, ham. We do it all the time. Every holiday we cook the same shit. Okay, and then you get full off the same shit because you're going over to everybody's house getting the same shit. Everybody cooked it. Okay, so now what we end up doing is comparing the food. Okay. Oh, so and so's green, her greens, honey. Oh, she made the mean greens, child. No, hers was a little chewy this time. They wasn't all that together, honey. No, that wasn't cute. She didn't season the things right. You know, we comparing because everybody cooked the same damn thing. Well, we got turkey dressing, um, um, potato salad, macaroni and cheese, string beans and white potatoes. You got sweet potato pie. You got candied yams. You got pound cake, lemon cake, chocolate cake, German chocolate cake. Somebody might make a 7-Up cake, banana pudding, peach cobbler. So we child. Listen, okay. Um, um, what? Like I said, you got the ham with the pineapples and carrying on. This, that. We cook the same shit. Okay. In the summertime, instead of slaving over the stove with the ham and the turkey in the summertime, everybody you get on the grill. So you get your ribs and stuff in the summertime, but everything else is the same. Macaroni and cheese, potato salad, everything else is the damn same. Okay. So I don't like cooking traditionally. Okay, like that. Now, every now and again, I may feel, cause like I may feel some cranberry sauce, honey, and cranberry sauce on some dressing, honey, it's the shit. Okay, little gravy, yeah. Okay, that'll make your mouth water. Mm, it's just the cranberry juice right now, y'all. Okay, so having said all that, we did that, and then came on back to the house. I was supposed to go into the store, supposed to be doing something else, baby. I got up in here, sat down on the love seat, and said, you know what? Fuck it. I don't feel like doing a goddamn thing. I kicked my shoes off, grabbed the remote, went over here to Miss Television, and today was an Amazon Prime movie day, honey. Now, I done watched 3 different movies today, and they were pretty good. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. And yeah, and so now we're here. Okay. So, and I've come to learn how to enjoy my own company. I had to learn that over time. Well, I'm cool by myself. I'm cool. Okay. And though I love to entertain people, y'all know I love talking as a hobby. I love to have people around, but I'm cool with being with me. Honey, we'll turn the lights off. I've burned candles. I've had moments to where, I set it up to where I was on a date with me, honey, and whatever movie I was watching and things of that nature. So, I popped popcorn and things a couple of times and, you know, wrap myself up in my blanket when it was cool and all that. Oh, honey, yeah, we know how to do it, you know. So that'd be that. But uh what do you do? Do you know how to be with yourself? I know my best friend does it. My best friend Yubi, I'm talking about you, and you know I am. Yubi does not know how to be with himself. Okay, whatever that is, whatever that dynamic is, he does not know how to live by himself, how to be with himself. Now, we all have that moment when we need our own time and our space, but he does not know how to be content with being with him. Okay, because after so long, it will drive him crazy, and he has to go and get, somebody. Okay, and um, yeah, it becomes that. So y'all sit down. Um, uh, make that happen. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so let me go to the comments here and see what's going on because y'all done came up in here real cute. Okay. Hey, you. Hello, big, sexy big daddy. And everyone, how y'all doing? Hi, y'all. Okay. Love that intro. Well, thank you, honey. Pot stirrer here. Okay, so you're a self-proclaimed pot stirrer. All right. Oh my God. Yes, honey. Yes. Sorry for your loss. Thank you, baby. Okay. Hey. Mexi Mike, honey. That's it. That's Detroit in the house, honey. Okay. Right there, child. Okay, I'm sorry. It's awful losing friends. It is, honey. I miss Jennifer. Child, Jennifer was a hoot. Jennifer Holiday Chanel, honey. When she first got started with her career, honey, she spit Miss Nell Carter, and she used to do Nell Carter all the time and stuff. So, honey, we had a good time. Okay, the princess is in the house. I'm here, y'all. Big star. Hello, everybody. Good news to share. One co-worker is now in good condition from COVID-19, and she'll be going home next week. Okay, that's cute. Wonderful report there. Okay. Okay. Sorry for your loss, fam. Thanks. Okay. This week, okay. This week I suck. Okay. Okay, fancy meeting you here. Okay, good show concept. I like it. Well, thank you, darling. Thank you. 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 Okay, this is why for the past 8 years I usually do an alternative Thanksgiving meal. I get tired of the same old, same old. Hello. Okay. All right. Hashtag Thanksgiving dinner. Fried chicken, barbecue ribs, pot roast, lemon pepper turkey breast. Oh, wait a minute, Ruby. Lemon pepper turkey breast? Come on now. Dressing, broccoli casserole, potato salad, baked beans, mac and cheese, collards, cabbage, and desserts. Oh, okay. Now that's different. Lemon pepper turkey breast. Well, I haven't done no baked beans in a little piece of a minute, you know. And see, I need to do some from scratch. I haven't done any from scratch in such a long time, so I'm really gonna have to grab me a recipe book, honey, and redo a recipe because I used to like to take mine and make them with the small red kidney beans and make them. You know, you have to boil them damn things down for hours. Then you put your brown sugar and your onion and your bell pepper and this and another. And I like to put I do ground turkey. So I like to put ground turkey in mine or this, that, and the other. Let it nice and bubble down, and then you take that zen, put it in the oven to bake it. Ooh, Shaquita Marie, Eleanor. Okay. Thanksgiving is the only time I get one of my favorite things, turkey legs. I don't get them unless I cook my own dinner, though. We do dinner at the parents' house, turkey breast only, sage dressing, squash casserole, cranberry sauce. Then a week later, I make my own. Okay, because see, that's kind of cute. Because see, you get that turkey on sale a week later, honey. Okay. Like I said, yes, I could be alone with myself. I am my best friend. I make me laugh. Okay, now how about that? I got to go on the hunt for a ham here at the local Walmart early tomorrow morning. Mom said to make sure be there. It'll be under 10 pounds. Make sure that it's under 10 pounds. Okay. Oh, she don't want no real big ham. Okay, yeah. So you know what? Did you have to make sure that your stove is capable of handling it? Because sometimes everybody want to sit down here and uh uh get these great big old huge hams, these great big old huge turkeys, you know. And a lot of times folks do it because, they say, okay, we got all these many people coming, but child, just because the turkey is big don't mean it's going to feed the same amount of people. Because what usually end up happening is you end up cutting thicker slices of the damn turkey. So you got a 26-pound turkey, that's a big ass bird, but it ain't gonna feed the same amount of people just because you got a bigger bird. Okay. Now, and oftentimes folks do that because they don't want to have to cook 2 and 3 turkeys at the same. Well, child, you got 500 folks coming. Say, girl, bye. Okay. So yes, Thanksgiving dinner hashtag. Okay, whole turkey, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, candy yams, green bean casserole, cranberry sauce. Scratch. Aha. Oh, you making yours from scratch? The cranberry sauce? You're not gonna have the ocean spray in the can with the ridges on the can where you can follow them to cut the thing. Okay, come on through, Chira. Come on through. What you say now? What you say? Okay, Stan the man is up in here. Hey, Stan, what's going on? Okay, okay. Oh, I got to go catch the archives because I missed the show. I was in the line trying to get the turkey. Okay, forgot desserts. Y'all know I'm a pumpkin pie. I like pumpkin pie since I just found out it's not favorite. It's cultural, honey. It's cultural, honey. But I eat pumpkin pie. Like we said before, give me a big old dollop of Cool Whip, baby. Ooh, Cool Whip. Hashtag Thanksgiving dinner, fried turkey, okay? Ham, mac and cheese, greens, cornbread dressing, rolls, cranberry sauce from the can, of course, and dessert, probably sweet potato pie. Since I have to work that day, we'll do the sides the day before. Oh, okay, okay. COVID is going to make sure a lot of folks have to cook from scratch. I hope they know how. 1960s, baby. Here, I can do this. You better say it, Stan. You better say it because the shelves are going to be, you know what? I don't understand. Part of that, learning to do it from scratch, JS, are art forms that we have lost. You know, since the invention of the microwave, when back in the day used to be called the heating tablet or just a little heater, the food warmer. Mm, pardon my indulgence. That's occurred. Otis Max line. I love when he says that. Um, the kids don't know how to cook from scratch anymore, and it used to be you pass that shit down. You know, you learn how to do it. Well, most of the time it was the girls who learned it, but hell, the guys got in the kitchen. I know for me, I did because I got tired of waiting for somebody else to cook. And then with me being the firstborn, my mama was like, hell, okay, you got to learn how to take care of yourself before, because we don't know how long it's going to be before you get married. You need to learn how to do this on your own. So that's what it was. And we got into that. So, and then cooking became very therapeutic for me. I love getting to the kitchen, honey, and doing a thing or two. And I know how to read a recipe. So if I don't know, like have my own spin on something or whatever, I'll go grab Miss Betty Crocker or lately my Patty LaBelle cookbooks, and honey, we'll get something going, honey, you know, and carry it on. So, but we don't know how to do that anymore. A lot of kids, if it's that, y'all don't know how to doctor a box. You know, the boxes are convenient, the cans are convenient. Yeah, okay, it's convenient, but y'all don't know how to doctor. How many of y'all know how to do this when you get your green beans out of a can? Because oftentimes you don't have time to go get them, pick them, snap them, and carry it on, and let them slow cook. Most of the time you don't have time for that. Okay, put a little water in it, or a little chicken broth, or turkey broth, or whatever. Maybe a little vegetable stock, a little salt and pepper. Just to give them some flavor. And let them slow cook. You put them on a low thing so that it can boil and because when they're fresh, it takes a little bit longer to cook. Or you can steam them so you can have that nice little crispiness. Child is fabulous. But a lot of y'all, when you coming out the can, how many of y'all know to rinse you take them? You don't just pour it in the thing. You rinse the can, rinse them off. Okay, rinse them real good. Put them in the pot. Put a little water in there. Okay. Maybe like a quarter teaspoon of olive oil in there just to give it some flavor. Okay. Put a beef bouillon. Okay. A beef bouillon in there. And that will give them a fresh taste. It tastes like they're fresh. Okay. When you sit down and let them boil down, little beef bouillon in there. Yeah. And it give them a fresh taste. It doesn't taste so canny. Like they've been sitting and processed. Okay. A lot of things, the kids don't know how to do that. You know, I mean, I love to do stovetop stuffing, but how many of y'all know you got to doctor that? Okay, you have to make cornbread, honey, or at least use it as a starter. Because my mother said, no, that's a cute starter. Okay, but you still got to get your breadcrumbs and the this and the, the kids don't know how to do that. Okay, don't know how to do that. Okay, yes, honey, yes. I'm rekindling my relationship with myself slowly but surely. Okay, come through, honey. Hey, Stan, love today's show. Okay, now what I missed? I done missed something. Damn it. Okay, I feel all left out and shit. FYI, wish it I bought an app. You can get your Thanksgiving meal free. It gives you rebates to get your money back for it. Okay. Okay. I love you too, baby. Okay. I love you, Grandma. Okay. Miss Darling, I love you back. Now, no, I done said my piece with you already, child. You know who it is. Yeah, she done came through. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, all is well. Listen, I'm with myself all the time. I just crochet and watch TV mostly when I'm alone and with myself. Basically, I need to exercise my creativity to be comfortable alone. Okay, okay, okay. I've had to do that too. Okay, Okay, folks, please don't try to cook no turkey in the microwave. Listen, let me tell you something. They done sat down there and that episode of A Different World, when Debbie Allen came over there, girl, let me tell you what, you put that damn turkey in the microwave for 15 minutes, and everybody think that turkey in that microwave was gonna be cute. No, ma'am. Okay. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Because see, the what she forgot to tell her is that if you attempt to do that, you got to put the plastic, those little cooking bags. You got to wrap that girl up in that cooking bag, honey, in order for it to have some kind of something to it, because it's gonna be all rubbery and things. Anyway, Hey, I like the canned cranberry sauce too. Okay, okay, cute. But if you're making cranberry sauce from scratch, baby, see that's an art. That is an art. And let me tell you something. See, and that's also I believe also that that's cultural because I know a lot of my Caucasian friends or whatever, they love the taste and the tartness of the cranberry, the actual cranberry, so that when they're eating it, they can bite into it and carry it on. I have never seen a black family, I'm not saying that they don't do it, but I've never seen a black family use whole cranberries when they're doing cranberry sauce. We all got the can, honey, and slice it up because it's jailed already. And I think it's easier on the palate. It's kind of sweet. We don't have that tartness of the cranberry or whatever. So I believe that's cultural too. But if you can make it from scratch, baby, hey, that there is the tea. Absolute tea, 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 tea. Over the past 5 years for alternative meals, I have had things like spaghetti, Chinese food, barbecue and fried chicken, and um, tacos and shawarma and rice. What the hell is shawarma? I don't know what the hell that is. Okay. My stepmom and my sister helped me learn scratch cooking. Love it. I don't need to go out to eat because my food is better. How about that? See, and here's the other thing. When you're cooking from scratch, darling, you don't get all the additives and the preservatives and stuff when we're out and about. See, a lot of the stuff that's out on the shelves, they got preservatives and stuff in it that gives them shelf life. Okay, so that they can stand the test of time and this, that, and the other. So when you're adding that into the mix, see, it also adds to the pounds and to the calories and carrying on. Lord knows I've got to get on this weight loss kick. I done picked up more weight than what I'm giving myself, telling myself I did, honey. So, but then too, the third week of the month, honey, is my period time, and I've been bloated and carrying on. And y'all may laugh and y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but I know the third week of the month. I've been knowing this since I was 16. The third week of the month, honey, is when my body goes through all kinds of fucking hormonal changes. And yes, child, I get bloated and this, that, and the other, and I'm going through all that right now. But I do need to lose some of this weight. I've been telling you I have gained 60 pounds since I was in school, and we need to get it back off. And I've been doing a lot of talking. I have not done anything to diligently start that particular process. Every year, some a country person burns up their damn house trying to deep fry a frozen turkey. Right. Okay. Watch the fees. It'll happen. Yeah, it always does. This year, I'm gonna have a smaller, more traditional meal with green beans, mashed potatoes, and mac and cheese. But the centerpiece will be meatloaf. Ooh, cheesecake for dessert. Now I've done the meatloaf thing for Thanksgiving before. Okay, I've done that. Okay, a friend of mine set their garage on fire frying a turkey. Okay, see, I wasn't ready, Amy. Okay, I'm proud to say that I'm one of those kids who have studied my mother and grandmother closely in the kitchen. Okay, trauma is what bees do when you not okay. Hush. Okay, when you knock the half down, you so stupid, Stan. Okay, in the simplest terms, a shawarma is a Middle Eastern version of a hot pocket. Oh, okay, okay, got it. Learning from my Arabic friends. You know, I live right next to Dearborn. Oh, I didn't. Oh, you right there on that border? I didn't know that, child. Scratch cranberry sauce. Cloves, simple syrup, equal parts sugar, water, and 5 whole cloves. Boil to a medium-low temperature. Add a bag of rinsed cranberries and stir until cranberries burst and essentially dissolve. Set aside cool. Finish cooling in the fridge, and it will gel on its own. Well, there you have it, honey. Okay, put that down. Okay, put that down in the books, baby. We got that together. Okay. Okay, some cloves, some simple stuff. Okay, yeah, water, sugar, and 5 whole cloves. Wow. Okay, but there we have it, children. Okay, now if you want a little zing to it, honey, put a little orange zest in it. Okay, just to pick it up just a little bit. Little orange zest. Yeah. Okay. And for those of you who don't know what the zest of the orange is, that is actually the orange peel. You take and you take it through. If you don't have a zester, you take it on the cheese grater and grate it, and let it. Yeah. That's what that is, darling. To pick that up. So now, that there is real cute. Now let me do this. I want to play this particular clip. The original clip is up on YouTube, and I really want you guys to take a look at this. Go back and check the story out for yourselves to watch it in its entirety. But uh, um, look at this and imagine if this were you. Okay, imagine if this were you. What would you do? How would you make the best out of life in situations like this? Okay, so let me play this, and we're gonna get into this. Okay, hold on. This is it. Come on.
For a good time, and everyone in their community knew that this man was not in good terms with his father because of land. Time went on, but he refused to do anything according to what his father had told him concerning land issues, because he knew that it was his father's greed as usual. He kept working and doing manpower jobs, like carrying heavy loads at stone mines, in order to get money to take care of his wife. His wife got pregnant, and it was something that he was very happy about. But when his father realized that his wife was pregnant, he realized that his son was serious about settling on this land, and he had to do something. The first thing he did was to pay a group of people to beat up his son, in a very serious and warning way, to inform him to leave this land and find somewhere else to go, with his pregnant wife, because this land was not his, like his father said. It was unbelievable how his own father was responsible for doing such a thing. But his wife always told him not to fight back and let his father do whatever he felt like doing, because she believed that it will come to an end someday. His wife gave birth to their firstborn, and everyone was happy for them. Then David knew that he had to work so hard because he had become a father now. One day, he had someone cutting down plants right outside his house, and he had to go out and check who was doing such a thing and why he was doing it. Upon getting outside, his father was waiting for him with a very big stone in his hand, and the moment he stepped out, his father hit him on the head with the stone, and then he blacked out. During the blackout, his father caught a machete and cut off both his legs and injured his other body parts like fingers, the chest. But as he aimed at the neck, David's wife ran out of the house to save her life with the 1-week-old baby in her hands, screaming and calling their neighbors to rescue her. David's father was filled with fear and he ran away, but this case was reported to the police and he was later arrested, and his trial proved that he was guilty for attempted murder, and he was later sentenced to jail. David was still suffering from the injuries he had, and he had also spent 7 months in a coma while he was being taken care of by his wife.
All right, we are back. That, like I said, I took and clipped that to shorten that. That's an 11-minute clip. Okay, up on YouTube. It's from the Afrimax English page. Okay, Afrimax English page, and there's some very, very, very compelling stories on there that they tell that's on the continent of Africa. I don't know exactly where they are, but there's some very, very, very compelling stories on there. And this here, when I thought about how do you entertain yourself, how do you stay abreast with yourself? Oh, excuse me, enjoy your own company. Uh, this here, um, it brought me pause because what the story goes on to say is that that young man, because his father didn't kill him, the stepmother was still trying to kill him. Okay, so she had been trying to send folk after him and this, that, and the other. So eventually, what he had to do was leave his wife and children behind. And so, where he's staying, he's by himself so that he's in an undisclosed location, um, so that the stepmother doesn't try to harm the family as well. So he has set aside himself um, so that he can save his family because they still want that particular land or whatever. Okay, and the story is the land. The father was mad about the land because his mother left all of the children land. I think there's like 8 kids or something, and she left them a piece of this land. But um, the other kids never came back for it. And the father, being so abusive and carrying on with the mother, um, he just assumed that that was going to be his land. So now, as you heard, he became a father himself, and this, that, and other. He went back to go get the land, and the father got mad. So the father tried to kill him. And so now the stepmama trying to kill him. Okay. So uh how heinous is that? And just pure evil at the heart that cut this man's legs off. Okay, like that. And um as you see, he made his own That what he has on his legs are carried on. He did that himself. He made that himself so he could have an easier time trying to get around. But it's not because whatever the materials are, it's very heavy. Okay, and so it's not as easy as he thought it was, but I guess it's a little easier because he's able to stand and this, that, and the other when he can. Um, but in all that, y'all see, he still has a smile on his face. When you look at some of those stores that they have in these particular things, honey, they have a smile on those smiles. And when you see underdeveloped countries and things, and the folks still, the kids still running around, they hungry as hell, but they running around playing and carrying on, and because that's normal for them, and yet they still find their joy. They still are joyous about life and carrying on, regardless of the struggle, regardless of how hard it is. So here, where we have a little bit more privilege and advantages to carrying on, and yet when we look at how we complain about shit, and when we complain that we're by ourselves or don't know how to be by ourselves, how do you rectify enjoying your own company? Because he's had to leave his family for their protection. So what do you do? How do you find sanctuary with yourself? And and yeah, in this particular story, that there was, it took us there. And wow, I just want to hear from y'all. So y'all talk to me. Okay, talk to me. What you say? No, exactly. What the hell? Uh-huh. What a shocking story. Exactly. Hey, Road, what's going on? Road to Stardom. Okay, over there on the YouTube. Okay. Stan, what you say? Amy has a 50-year-old soul, honey. She's far ahead of many folks her age range. Okay. Exactly. Okay. So, uh, let's see what you say. Adversity brings both great sorrow and great joy. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, we do often forget just how blessed we are here in America despite it all. Exactly. You know, and it becomes, whew, you know, it saddens me, and it gets into the hearts of a lot of this. And I guess, how compassionate of a person are you? Hmm? How compassionate uh of a person, how much do you hold? Are you empathetic with the world? Are you out there to do X, Y, and Z? Hey, what's this? Maurice. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, baby? What's going on? Um, when we're looking at mankind or womankind and carrying on, or humankind, what are some of the lessons that we can learn from some of the people of the underdeveloped countries? What are some of the takeaways that we could look from them? I thought I wanted to do the Peace Corps. I wanted to be a part of the Peace Corps at one time, and but I'm too emotional for that kind of stuff. I'm a Pisces child, so y'all know we are everywhere. Okay, emotion wise or whatever, water signs, that kind of stuff will have just. And then too, I'm one of those fix it kind of people. I want to go and fix the problem if I can. And oftentimes, you know, it will cause me to overstep a boundary here and there. Um, but then when you feel helpless and don't know what to do, you know what I'm saying? How do we rectify that? How do we make peace with it? You know what I'm saying? And then how do we then take your hand off of something? Because you know how they say, those things that you can't control or that are out of your control, uh that you can't do nothing about, don't worry about it. Take that worry up off of you. But a lot of times, most of us who are compassionate that way, we feel as though we have to try to find some sense of solution. We want to find some way to make this happen, some way to get involved, or something to say that we assisted. Because I know for me, oftentimes I feel as though if I won't find myself to be a true friend or a true uh person if I don't at least attempt to try to help in some way, even if it's just giving information. Here, go, y'all know how we do here. Everybody tell you to call, what is it? 211, 311, 411, whatever the 11 is. Not 411, that's information. Whatever, when they tell you to call United Way, honey, just dial the United Way. And folks think that they're doing something, honey, but hell, the United Way ain't got no damn money. Every time you call United Way, the first thing that come out their mouth, honey, we can't help with nothing financial. Okay. So then it becomes, okay, what is this? So how is it that we're able to, you know, be wonderful and glorious and all that kind of stuff, and be of help and be of good citizenship and be a good steward without getting in the way, and then understanding that there are times when there's nothing that we can do outside of saying, baby, I can't help you, you know, and mean it sincerely, because there are oftentimes folks will say, bitch, I can't help you, because they don't want to, and then they get real persnickety and crude about it. Okay. So yeah, America has become a nation of narcissism, privilege, and greed. You know what? Let's talk about that for a minute, Stan. Because you know what? Listen, and this is going to sound a little bit that way, but I look at my trash and how we take the trash out here, even here in my apartment. Okay, the way how I ration out and buy trash bags is this: because I'm by myself. Well, when I'm by myself, I get the big 120 pack of trash bags, right? Now, the way how I see it is this: it's just me. That trash should only be taken out maybe if I'm not doing anything where I'm cooking, where I have strong smells or whatever. This trash can last, and I can take it out at the end of the week. Okay. So that there is one trash bag a week if I'm doing that. So that's 52 trash bags. I got 120. So that means that one particular thing, a trash bag, should last me about 2 years, right? Right. However, I look, because when I have people that live with me, say everything go in this goddamn trash. Now I got to teach folks how to, you take the bulky stuff, break that goddamn box down so that you can get more trash in there. Because see, you go pulling this trash, and I got to get on them because they'll pull the damn trash and it don't be nothing in the damn bag. Don't you waste my motherfucking bag. Put that trash bag back. Ain't shit in there. You know? Huh? Right. And I like that. Well, then some people don't care because hell, they're not spending their own money on it. That's a cute. Um, right, 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 right. Okay. So here it is. Even in those particular scenarios where that's the case, I look at the amount of trash that goes out. Okay. Now we talking about, now I have the tall kitchen garden, so that's 13 gallons. Okay. Now imagine that, because if you're taking out that kind of trash every motherfucking day and you're not a restaurant, you know what I'm saying? Even still with the restaurant, because you got a lot of food that's been thrown away from folks who don't eat the food. They take a couple of bites of it or whatever, and because you done fucked up the plate or whatever, now the food is deemed, you can't do nothing else with it. So it got to go in the trash if you ain't gonna take it home. And yeah, we have a lot of waste. A lot of waste. You know, hell, you knew damn well you wasn't gonna eat all that shit. Okay, you ordered it. How come you won't just take it home? Oh, well, it done got cold. Well, and I do understand, because there's two things you just cannot take home. You can't reheat, and that's grits and eggs. Grits and eggs do not reheat well, okay, at all. So, in understanding that, we are a very wasteful Wasteful, wasteful, wasteful. Working in the restaurant. Those of y'all who work in restaurants, y'all know, because hell, somebody say they don't like the temperature of this or whatever. You can't reserve that. So what you do, you trash it. Okay. Working in the fast food industry. If you just sit down there and put the hamburgers up, they got a 15-minute time limit. After 15 minutes, they got to go in the waste. You have to throw those away. You can't sell those. Okay. Fries dead. Now you know French fries, honey. French fries dead after 2 minutes, honey. You just sit down there and made some fries, bitch. They are dead. Okay, they're dead after so long. So you can't, and you can't. Those kind of things do not reheat well, and this, that, and the other. So yeah, we are a very, very wasteful country, and so much so. Catch this. We don't even take the food and give it to the pets anymore. Remember how we used to do that? That's why they called it a doggy bag for a reason. It was called a doggy bag because there was supposed to what you took the scraps home for the dog. Okay, we don't even give the pets the damn food no more. We take and throw it in the trash. You know? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay. Amy, what you saying? That man's story breaks my heart. The fact that he lost parts of his health, parts of himself, and still had the capacity to love his wife enough to leave her for protection, it floors me. Stories like these cause me to feel shame for my temper, my impatience, and my selfish behavior. Keeping a gratitude attitude is the only way to stay joyous and free. Now here's the thing though, when we're honest with ourselves, because I think that there is the caveat, and that there is part of what we have to learn how to do. When we are honest with ourselves and know what our shortcomings are, our faults and flaws and carrying on, then we know how to navigate them accordingly. And it's stories like this that keeps us in check. These are the kinds of stories that keeps us humble because they always tell you, you know, you never know uh you never know how bad you have it until you see somebody who's worse off than you. Okay. What's the thing? What's the little saying, honey? I was complaining I didn't have no shoes till I met a man who had no feet. Okay. That kind of thing. Uh the world is truly a hateful place at times. 2020 has shed light on this like never before. Well, because 2020, we kept saying 2020 was going to be the year of perfect vision. Child, perfect vision. And the thing of it is that look at what we had to see. Look at what came out of that. Look at what perfect vision has given us. You understand? Oh, honey, no, 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 no. That's yes, no more than 2 bags a week on average. Also, as a solo occupant who cooks almost daily, right now. See, now you cook daily, okay? So you have the need to make sure that because some things that you cook, sometimes if you're cooking meat to carry it on, beef and stuff, sometimes the blood or whatever is in the packaging, and if you don't rinse it off and just throw it away, you don't want to create smells, you know. So I get that wholeheartedly. So yeah, yeah, bro, I drink my coffee out of a styrofoam cup, rinse it out, and reuse it. Okay, my dishwasher can't remember the last time it had to work. How about that? Okay, how about that? Okay. This is the year for the world to learn its true nature. I've been faced with learning my new identity as a mother and then also persisting through the trials of quarantine with the baby. Needless to say, I've opened up to a completely new attitude. Now that's real words right there, honey. Real words. We must be kindred spirits, Stan. Okay, ramen noodles to go, uh, the to go meal in a pinch. You understand, don't you? Okay, means the donut factory wouldn't allow us to give food to the homeless people because of liability. Can't take home buffet food because of liability. So sad. Now let's go there. Let's go there. Let's do that. Let's do just that. Because when I was working at the Western Atlanta Airport, we were told the same thing. Okay. You couldn't take the food home and this, that, and the other. And I know they told us at the Westin that the reason why they were not letting us feed folks with that food is because they had got sued twice and they lost both of those cases because the food was not up to the right temperature, somebody got sick or whatever the case may be, and so that liability came on the hotel. So because of that, they said, no, you can't take it home and this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. But here's the thing. I'm like, well, wait a minute. See, part of that is because you don't have the people on the damn line doing the food like they ought to do it. You now, Amy, you've been there and you've seen how they got their food look on that damn line. Nobody is there stirring it. They don't cover it up right. You got beef stew, okay, or chili. And you know it's been sitting because that top layer done turned dark brown and it's been sitting there. All of the tomatoes and stuff is under. So when you go stir it up and to see that it's actually got like that shit is old as hell. Or how about when it's been sitting on the burner and then the damn chafing dish that started burning the food because it's been sitting there too long. Nobody came to stir it up. Nobody came to make sure that it stays at a proper temperature or whatever. They just left it there. Okay. How many times have you just went up there to the fried chicken and the fried chicken is so goddamn hard, broke off? Listen, that's why my damn grill is all fucked up now. Broke off a tooth or whatever because you're trying to eat it and it's inedible. Looks pretty, but it's inedible. Okay. It's a damn shame. It is a shame. It is a sad shame. Okay. Okay. Sad shame. Great idea. I was wondering what I'd be having for dinner. Okay. America found out in 2020 what everybody else already knew. Welcome to the world, America. Well, how about that? I can't fuck with that one. I'm beginning to save my vegetable scraps in a bag in my freezer so I can make stock with it. Yes, darling. Oh, sweetheart, honey, you better understand. Of course. Of course. Now, see, here's something that's important about your vegetables and carrying on. Because oftentimes, we like to take the peelings and stuff. When you peeled potatoes and a lot of folks like to peel the cucumbers and carrying on. Well, that's where all your fiber is. All your fiber is in the skin. We do that. We do that a lot with, when we talked about the orange zest earlier, where the orange, it's in the skin and carrying on that a lot of the fiber and stuff is. That's great for the body. Men, when you eat watermelon, you go down to the white part of the watermelon. You got to eat that white part because that there is where the nutrients are. And watermelon is supposedly the world's natural Viagra because of what's the research department, give me the name of the nutrient that comes out of watermelon, out the rind of the watermelon. It starts with the C. I can't call the name of it. But yeah, look up the nutrients in watermelon, and it'll tell you because that there, and especially us as black folks, honey, which is probably why the southern children, was always well endowed and carrying on. We always said it was country eating. And, they a cornbread fed and carrying on. But a lot of that has to be because they sit out there and it's the kind of stuff that they ate. It's all in the foods. But with the food system being all fucked up and genetically modified, now we have to make sure that we take in the nutrients and stuff that we need. So a lot of the times, Amy, when you said to put the vegetable scraps to make a stock, yes, honey, that's how you do that. So that way it constantly goes over. And once you're done with it, if you have a garbage disposal, put it down your garbage disposal, honey. And like your orange peels, your lemon peels are carrying on so that it can cleanse and also give off, it'll give a very fragrant kitchen naturally. Okay. Pork chop looking like jerky chips. Child, if you don't quit playing, Stan, okay. If you don't quit playing, okay. Remember how I said society is judged by how they treat their lower citizens? How should the donut factory be judged by the employee cafeteria? Let me tell you something. Okay, listen, because I've gotten on them every time we've had meetings and carrying on at every donut factory that I've been in, honey, when it was time to make the donuts, and we had benefits and amenities as employees, and every time we have that, the children will sit down and tell you, "Oh, well, we are all a big family here, you know." We love to make sure that our employees are treated like our guests. And I'm like, no, that's not true. That there is not true because here, I'm looking at these damn chicken wings, honey. You would give the employees these goddamn uh chicken okay, you know, the little winglings, you know, little baby chicken wings or whatever, chicks and things, where the customers get them great big old huge jumbo chicken wings or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I asked that once of chef. I was like, listen, what's the difference? Because y'all said that we supposed to be like the guests. Did y'all don't serve this to the guests? And they set up and said, well, because of the price that they're carrying on. I was like, well, you're sitting up there and you we were paying for that because they were taking like $2 a day out of our checks. So that's $10 a week. Okay, so they were taking out of our checks for lunch. Okay. So I'm like, no, we paying for this, honey. No, you taking this out the check, you know, for this. So no, we paying. Okay, so no, we should be able to get X, Y, and Z. So that should be able to come in the budget. And I was always vocal like that, and it always got me in trouble. Because you know, now I'm the troublemaker, now I'm the this, now I'm the that. You know, when it came down to them damn employee surveys or whatever, I stopped doing them. I stopped doing them because you don't want the truth. You want me to lie. You want me to lie. And I know my supervisor, I got into a huge, I mean, it was a knockdown, drag out argument about that. Because now he's talking about, oh, you don't know how to play the game. Bitch, you don't tell me about my opinion. You do not put words in my mouth about what my opinion should be. Not in the free country, bitch. Not, no. No, as big as my mouth is and as loud as my voice carries, you will never, ever tell me what my opinion is supposed to be. And you ask for it. This is an employee opinion survey. What don't you like? I don't like dot, 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 dot. You ask me. But y'all want me to sit down and do this. So I will always get in trouble. I will always get in trouble. So, you know, I think a lot of times if donut factories and places of employment are judged by how they treat their employees, darling, a lot of companies wouldn't exist. Okay. And it's done honestly because those employee opinion survey shits, all that's a lie. All of that is a lie because you want to hear you want somebody to tell you what you want to hear and not the truth. Oh, okay. That's just straight cranberry juice, y'all. Ain't no looking at. I wouldn't be able to down it like that. Okay, the watermelon wine has high doses of citrulline. That's it. That's the thing, huh? That's citrulline. Yeah. Okay. Since we're talking health, learn who the psychic vampires are around you. All of us have those friends that literally drain your energy when you're around them. True fact. Listen, Stan, that's another great point because I call them energy psychic vampires. We call them spiritual vampires because, darling, they will drain the fuck out of you. Okay? They will drain you. And if you're not careful with protecting yourself and that kind of energy, darling, you will find yourself in a whirlwind of bullshit. And then also, here's another thing. When you are depleted of your energy, you end up absorbing theirs. And so you end up getting all that funkiness and carrying on. How many times have y'all been around friends or associates or acquaintances? And sometimes you feel like you had to take a bath because you just felt icky and you just had to just take a shower and wash off. That's because you have absorbed that damn shit off of them. And you have to go and your spirit is saying, no, cleanse me. You know? Oh, and then how many times when you didn't do it, you just felt like, something was wrong and your day was just off. And how many times that when you actually went to the shower, you actually felt like a new person coming out of the shower because it got it up off of you. You know, the song "I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair." Child, how many ladies and sisters? How many times, honey, have y'all actually realized that's a true statement? Once you come out the shower, child, when that shit go down the drain, honey, oh, it just feels like it. That's why when you come home from work and you want to start fresh, you take a shower to wash off all the grime or the wash off the work day so you can start fresh at home. Yeah. That's yeah. It's that same formula. Okay. Rye benefits includes workout booster, reduce blood pressure, high in fiber, and boost libido. Yeah, the boost. I told you. Save your orange peels and boil in water with vanilla extract, cloves, allspice, and cinnamon. Makes the whole house smell like heaven. Yes, honey, that's a cute little potpourri, honey. What you say? Yes, love and organic potpourri. Okay, there we go. Donut Factory. Banquet options are prime rib, chicken, salmon. Employee options are baked beans and hot dogs and mayonnaise that hasn't been on ice for about 7 hours. No buns. Don't you start? Listen, I tell folks this all the time. The children who come in to cook for the employee cafeteria, they come in at about 5:30 in the morning. They come in because the employee cafeteria opens at 10:30, right? So they have to prep. You got those who cook it specifically for the employee luncheon. And then the other cooks will come in because whatever we got on the day, they got to prep for if there was a wedding or whatever, whatever. At 5:30 in the morning for a 10 o'clock open of the cafeteria, you're only cooking one time. So if unless it's the quick food like the French fries or the chicken nuggets, you could constantly drop those. But the spaghettis or the chicken parm and all that kind of stuff that they would do, they only cook one time, honey. So that shit is in a hot box from the time that they get done cooking. So let's say they come in at 5:30, they prepping, they cutting up the onions and this, that, and the other. They got to make enough for maybe 200 people or whatever, and then they're trying to make enough because they got to break it up in shifts. So you talking, they done made like 3 or 4 pans of the spaghetti and blah, 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 blah. Well, they usually are done by about 9:30, 9:45. Okay. So when it's done, honey, the people who come to lunch first get the freshest meal because they get it piping hot when it's just done. So if the cafeteria open at 10:30, okay, you got that, then it's 6. Because I don't come to work until 3 o'clock if I'm on the afternoon shift. So now I get to work at 3. I don't take my lunch until 7. The kitchen closes at 8. So from 9:45 until 8 o'clock, you got all that time where the food has been sitting. If it wasn't sitting out, it's in that goddamn hot box. Now that's the food. We ain't talking about the condiments, like you said, the mayonnaise, because the ice done started to melt. When you brought it out, you had it on ice. But then some smart ass wanted to take it out because they didn't want to feel the wetness. So they take it out and put it on the thing. So now the mayonnaise is out. You ain't stirred it because again you got that glaze on the top that said the air that took over and it's on the top. So that ain't no good. But you got it. Ain't nobody stirring it up to make sure it's there. Okay, ain't nobody shook up the ketchup bottle because you see all the dryness at the top because they left the cap open. Okay, ain't nobody cleaning off the mustard jar because you take the little squeeze thing. You know that dried mustard at the top. Why is it dry? Because you got all the air. Nobody cleaning that off to say, oh, okay, let's start fresh. See, yeah. So yeah, I've always had a problem with that because, and now here's the kick: the overnight shift gets nothing. And when what was that damn child's name? What was his name? Oh, I'm looking right at him and I can't call his name. He got fired. Sam, that's his name. When Sam was there, Sam didn't like to cook for the employees. Okay, so what would he do? He would take all that damn shit that was on the line and he would plate that shit up looking like a whole hot mess of dog food. He would plate that up and put that in the hot box and say, oh, y'all got some food up in there if you're interested. That's been sitting all goddamn day. Now, mind you, that's been sitting there. I didn't come in till 11 o'clock. The kitchen closed at 8. Okay. So now we got 3 more hours that it's been sitting. I don't take my lunch until 3. So you got all that time, that shit been sitting there. And then you got the nerve to put it in a hot box for it to dry out even further. Now, what did that look like to you? All right, I'm gonna go back to the comments. Okay, Amy sounds about right, honey. At my job and and the other day, while on rounds, I actually saw some bourbon in the chicken. I mean, in the kitchen cabinets in the management office. They can afford steak dinners and cases of wine, but give us worker bees, ginger ale, and chips. Girl, okay, don't do it. Some folks carry around bad juju. Hello. Because, listen, Stan, they carry that around because they don't know how to let go. And oftentimes, just like I'm saying here, they carry it around because they carrying other people's shit. They carry other people's stuff. Just like a lot of people who are overweight, they're overweight because they're carrying somebody else's problems. I'm an emotional eater, so I know anytime I'm emphatic. So I know if I'm sitting up here, I'm eating because of somebody else, somebody that made me mad, or I'm thinking about somebody else's problem, worried about it. So I'm carrying the weight of somebody else. See, yeah, okay. Yes, food preparation and management is so important, indeed. I just need to get this off my chest. These were my food options when I was pregnant. Okay. How about that? Right. Okay. Right. And then they mad because you wanted to go somewhere else. And then sit down there and remember when we had the note on the door that said that if you don't like the options, that you could bring your own and this, that, and the other, or you can go and pay half. You could get a fresh meal, but you got to pay half off. hmm Security is never really appreciated if you think about it. Child, you know why? Security is not appreciated, baby, because security doesn't bring in revenue. Security is the one department of anybody's establishment that doesn't bring money in. We're there to oversee everything. We're there to protect the assets. We don't bring in any money. So therefore, anytime that they trying to cut a budget or whatever, security always get cut. Always. And the sad thing is that that's the time where we need an increase because we need better cameras. We need better radios. These damn radios are fucked up. Okay. We need better equipment so that we can then protect wisely. The second you try to cut the damn security team, then you run the risk of that emergency problem, honey. Now we don't have anything to protect us. I've worked in hotels to where everybody knows that most hotels got camera systems or whatever. And I hate when folks do that. I meant to say this the other day when we were talking about your hotel etiquette. I can't stand when folks want to come up and tell me my job. Well, you got the videotape. Go rewind the footage and find out, bitch. Don't tell me what to do with my job. And I have to be mindful of that, because when I am the customer, and carrying on, and I feel as though somebody slighted me or whatever, that's the first thing to come. No, go have your person pull that security tape, and y'all can watch the footage. And I'll stay here. Now, what I have gotten used to doing is saying, oh, no, I'll wait, because I know that's going to take a minute to do. But a lot of times, folks will sit down and want you to go pull a tape, or want to come down and say, well, let me come and see the tape. Let me rewind the tape. That gets on my nerves. But I said all that to say I've been in places where the damn security, the cameras are there, but they're not working. They don't work. And people don't know that. So now you got to lie your way through it. Tell myself, well, no, my supervisor got to do this and I can't. And then, of course, you don't let the folks come in. Okay. Ooh, women, Stan got to go. I got to run. Been up 21 hours. Y'all be safe, you guys. Love you guys. Stay safe. Rona is real, and life is not a Trump rally. Come on now. Say it. Okay. So oftentimes, when people get to cutting budgets and carrying on, that's the first thing that they do. They go into places and they want to cut the security thing. And then here's the thing, and Princess, I know that you have gone through this, that they want to put all the blame on security. If we don't have the equipment to do it, we can't do this, that, and the other. And then as soon as something happens, well, how come security wasn't this? Bitch, because you pulled the damn shit. You pulled the plug on that, sugar. You pulled the plug. So I couldn't do it. Now, all of a sudden, we got to go around and jump through hoops and things because now it's a problem. No, when we told you this, no, you need to have this, and this. You told us, oh, no, we don't. We'll be okay. We good. Come on, children. Okay. In these streets. Okay, you should have come by the bar meet. We feed y'all. You know what? I have, and I've come to there a couple of times, and there wasn't a problem. See, and then here's the other thing: whenever Mama Glow was working and she was cooking, I knew it was gonna be cool. If Mama Glow wasn't up there cooking, it was gonna be a problem. It was most of the time a damn problem. So there were times I would come down and would get something, from the kitchen and carry it on, from the lower level, so that we can make some things happen. But it was rare that happened because I didn't know how that was working and carrying on, and I wasn't necessarily cool with the cooks down there. Okay, not necessarily. It developed over time, but yeah. Okay, Leia, I see you. I appreciate you. Meech has saved my hot-headed ass a few times from awful people. Okay. No, but I just took it on, honey, because them same awful ass people, honey, was, yeah. Okay. I was like, okay, then you know what? Hold up. Okay. Those people are the worst. I hate those people. Nightstand. Okay, let me take a little commercial break right here, and let me refresh and get back together, because when we come back, I want to go into, what did I put up here in today's thing? I forgot what I put up in here. But let me take a commercial break, honey. We'll be right back in just, what? A few moments. We're not asking for your permission. We're not seeking your approval. We're claiming what's ours in the name of our ancestors. We are their answered prayers. This is more than a movement. This is a revolution. Black innocence. What are yours today? Attention all business owners. Use your advertising dollars here. Looking to reach a more diverse audience for your products and or services? Well, this is the platform for you. Dishing Tea Entertainment welcomes all businesses who wish to expand their brands and looking for clientele that's more than grown and sexy, but also the seasoned and sophisticated. For more information on how this spot can be yours, contact Big Meat at 404-914-5610 or go to our website at www.dishingtea.com. The views and opinions expressed here on Dishing Tea TV are strictly those of the hosts and guests of this program. They do not reflect the views and opinions or governing actions of any of the sponsors or affiliates of Dishing Tea Entertainment, Artist First Entertainment, Big Guy ENT, Atlanta Hot Radio, Black GDP TV, or Diversity TV. Your viewing and listening discretion is advised. Okay, how about that? Okay, how about that? The cheer. Okay, sitting up here dealing with the children over here. In the studio, child. Okay, kitty girl over here, child. Listen, kitty girl that got up. Okay, been sleeping all goddamn day since she done came in from work, right? Now catch it. Okay, having a fat boy attack child, because you know fat boy snacks are ever present. Okay, you know fat boy snacks, child. That I need to do a commercial. Fat boy snacks. Okay, this child got a sweet tooth hankering, honey. So she go, oh, did I eat all of my sweet stuff? Who else gonna do it, child? Okay, who else gonna do it? Okay, because if you see how she buy her snacks, it's for her little late night enjoyment, honey. You understand? Well, wait a minute. This child is finna put on her house slippers, child, and go out here to Mickle D's to go get an apple pie. She finna go get an apple pie, baby. She said, damn, I was like, oh no, honey, I got to have me some sleep. Okay. I do understand, honey. I'm just joshing and carrying on, honey, because shit, listen, let me tell y'all something. This happened to me one time. I was on some medication. Was it the ornate? No, the ornate made me paranoid, and I had to throw that shit in the garbage because I was shaking. Everything scared me. I was on something, honey. But baby, that shit had was it the prednisone? I think it was prednisone. Baby, when I tell you a bitch woke up, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. I was at home in Detroit. I woke up and all of a sudden I had this hankering for some chocolate, and I wanted a chocolate cake specifically. Well, all the stores were closed because in Michigan, honey, the stores closed at 2 o'clock. All the liquor stores are carrying on. And I wasn't driving at the time, so the gas stations were kind of far out, so I didn't want to walk to the gas station. But baby, I had the need for that damn chocolate cake. And you know what Demetrius did? Big Meats got up, went into the kitchen, and I baked me a cake from scratch. Do you understand me? I got up in that goddamn kitchen, honey, and baked me a cake, honey, just so I could have me a chocolate cake. Took 2 bites, honey. I made 2 slices of it, honey, and it curbed my appetite. But because of that, I knew I couldn't do nothing with that medication. I said, oh, hell no. At 3 o'clock in the morning, this bitch made me get up and not just buy. I baked a cake because that craving was on me that strongly. Baby, no ma'am. Oh, no ma'am, honey, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. So I get it. I get it, honey. Okay. Oh, child. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Did you know each other? That's so cool. Okay. You know what? In the beginning, here's the thing. In the beginning, child, it's more so. It wasn't the fact that we knew each other or not. The thing of it was that hell, you know what it is, person. When you get called for a call, you have to do what you have to do, and I'm there not only to protect the guests but to protect the employees as well. So, child, yeah, okay. Nobody was cool with the cooks. How about that? Okay. Same with security personnel that don't do their job like they're supposed to. But I won't go there again. Don't you do it. You know, we done talked about that. Bitches sit up there and they go to work, honey, and then as soon as payday come, the bitches end up calling off. And then all of a sudden now you sit there looking stupid because you think you finna ready to go home. You know how you at work and you know got your mindset ready. Okay, I finna ready to go home. You're watching the clock. Oh, here come 3 o'clock, honey. It is 2:50. And now your body is saying, I'm feeling ready to go home. And it's almost like your second wind is about to kick in. But then all of a sudden, here it is, 3:15, 3:30, and your relief don't show up. Now you got to readjust your mindset because you got to stay either until the relief comes or you're there for a whole nother shift. And that mind, that changing the mindset like that is horrible. When you know you're going in doing the double, you done already psyched yourself up. Okay, I got 16 hours to do. We're gonna do this. We ready. Uh-uh. Okay. No, 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 no. What you say? I'm not that talented at late night snacks. Okay. What you say, baby? I'm not that talented, honey, at late night snacks. That is too funny. Okay. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, honey. Uh, Let me see. I'm trying to go here to because I have wrote some things out for today's show, and I'm supposed to be recognizing this stuff, right? And having it memorized so I know what's on the show. But once I type the stuff, you know, life happens, and then oh, okay, yeah, that's what I forgot. Okay, okay, let's go here. Let's go here because we're talking about cooking and carrying on. Um, the boss man calls and asks, "Can you work a double?" They just called out. You know, I hate them calls, and especially when you got that one motherfucker that don't call you unless it's something that happens. Motherfuckers. Okay, you feel like that, don't you? Okay. Now here, let's do this. We're coming up on Thanksgiving, okay, and let's go here with it because oftentimes everybody will go through the whole idea, what Thanksgiving really wasn't Thanksgiving. It was a massacre. It was a this, it was a that. And here we are celebrating, holidays and ain't got nothing to do with what it's supposed to be. They took the natives, the indigenous people of this country and stole their land. They killed them. They beat them after we showed them all this hospitality. So we know what the real thing of the holiday is. Now we know what the spirit of the holiday, what they say it's taught. Okay. What they say is taught the spirit of the holiday should be, and us giving thanks and carrying on, being grateful and all of that. But here I'm gonna throw this out here so that you guys can get ready because y'all know it for those of y'all who trying to travel, who try to do something for the holiday season and things. Y'all know this is a question that when when you bless the food and everything, or you go around the table, everybody has to answer this question. What are you thankful for? Right? But here we in 2020 has been a very, 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 very traumatic year. So here's the question. This is a COVID season, a corona season. How is it that you're thankful in 2020? Okay. How are you and what are you thankful for in this 2020 season? Huh? Put that in the comments, honey. Okay. I'm thankful. Okay. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. And we could go from there. I know for me, when I'm thankful for how I'm thankful that I was able to sustain myself and that I was not in a panic situation. You know, I'm very thankful that my mind stayed clear. I'm very thankful that the times that I did experience anxiety, I was in a space where I could remove myself and I could calm down quickly. Because in the beginning of all this, when we had to put the mask on and stuff, and I really wasn't feeling all that shit, going out to the post office or whatever, we had this little 6 feet away from people, and how folks would sit down there, and if they felt you were too close, they would step away from you and shit, like you got cooties or whatever. In the beginning of all this, that used to piss me off. I said, no, let me take my ass home. Let me go home because it's me. I know all of this reaction is me. Let me go home and let me remove myself from this. So I'm thankful that when my anxiety hit, it didn't take me out into the stratosphere, honey. I was able to contain it. I'm thankful that I'm fortunate to where I didn't have to go into crisis mode because of my utility bills and this, that, and the other. Um, I'm thankful for the fact that I was able to drive, honey. The stimulus got me a car. Okay, with the stimulus and the extra $600 that we were getting at the time, I was able to buy my little hoopty. And it was only $500, but it gave me what I needed. It gave me the coin to for the upkeep up until now. You know, um, and so those are the things that I'm thinking outside of the obvious stuff. The obvious of being able to say that I'm still in my apartment. I'm not out there in the streets. And carrying on. It's been. I'm thankful that even though I know that clinically I'm depressed. Okay, I will be diagnosed as clinical depression. I'm thankful that I'm able to recognize it and that I can get into treatment or get into a space where we can decompress or at least release the feelings and carrying on. That's something that I'm thankful for. Um, hey, we got new babies coming. Of course, I'm thankful for that. I got grand nieces and things. I got a grand nephew on the way. He'll be here in probably end of January, February. He'll be here soon. So, those are some of the things that I am grateful for and I'm thankful for because 2020 has opened my eyes to some things. I'm thankful that we were able to get the books printed and stuff. We still got the books. The books are reprinted, both books, Awakenings, Epiphanies Along a Spiritual Journey. This is our first book, my very first book that I've ever written. So it's ready. I'm thankful that Revelations, Affirmations, and Confirmations, its companion piece, it's ready. So folks you can get your copies and carry on for that. Hell, this particular platform, honey, this platform came out of COVID, to where we're able to do it this way. So there's a number of things as we go down the list of how and what I'm thankful for, particularly dealing with 2020. And here's the big one. All of us who turned 50 this year, honey, and we're here to say that we turned 50, child bad. Because a lot of folks didn't think we were going to do it, especially when coming from our element. See, our generation, we come from a generation that was heavily diseased, heavily crime ridden. Our parents' generation dealt with a lot of the racial intimidation and carrying on. They got into a lot of fights. They may have gotten beaten up a lot. And when the murders and stuff happened, it was heinous, it was cruel. But we come from a generation to where everybody had guns. We the crack baby era and things. And we had to learn how to navigate through all of that. And we had to learn how to come out of the gun era because shit, when Eric, murder, what we call Murray Wright, honey. Murray Wright is a high school in Detroit. We call that murder right. Uh Mickey D's were murder D's because the McDonald's right up the street from our school, honey. Every damn weekend, honey, somebody was getting killed. A Thursday, Friday, Saturday, one of those days, somebody was getting killed who was a student at the damn school. Okay. So a lot of us were, we it just looked like we wasn't going to make it. And then of course AIDS hit and carrying on. So I've lost a ton of friends and things. So for me to say that I'm here at 50, looking fabulous and carrying on the way that I am, whether I'm overweight or not, honey, I still look good. Okay. And thank God I don't look like what I've been through, honey. So yeah, so 2020, oh honey, yes, we got a lot to be thankful for. You know, so that there, darling, that there. What we got up in here? Come on, real estate regroup show. What you say? I'm thankful that I am now able to work from home on my main job. How about that? Okay, because that's a big one for a lot of folks to be able to work from home and to enjoy time with your family. How many of y'all were able to build stronger relationships, you know, uh with your children, with your spouses and things of that nature? Because oftentimes, you know, you I say this all the time, that most of our waking hours are spent on somebody's job, whether you're working for yourself or you're working for the powers that be, honey. Okay, so most of your waking hours are spent on a job. All right, and most of the time you don't have time to enjoy your house. Your house has become just a shelter. You come there to eat, sleep, and wash your ass because you're changing your clothes to go back out. So you really don't have time to enjoy the fruits of your labor, to enjoy your home. Okay, but COVID done came in, honey, and put shelter in place. So then you get to really look at your house. You get to look at your investment. You get to look to say, oh yeah, okay. You get to look at why the house is what it is. Okay, you get to finally look and see, oh, you know what? Maybe I am going out of this, honey. Maybe time to upgrade or downsize. Maybe the kids done left and you got too much house now. I don't need all this space anymore. I can downsize. So it gave us that, to be appreciative of what's around. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, honey. Okay. That's really good, really good. What we got here? I am thankful for still being alive and well, that we still have new government and a vaccine that most people will possibly take so we could get back to some sense of normalcy. Okay. I'm also thankful for the new family and friends that I have met in 2020 as well. Come on through. And I'm definitely thankful to be in the club 50 this year. Okay. Okay. The Murder Mac and all the drug gang violence. Yes, everything you have said and more. Okay, child, listen. I am thankful for the job training opportunity that I received earlier this year when I made a LinkedIn connection. I'll reveal that job description later. I am thankful that I am able to put my mental health first and to recognize that my happiness comes first. How about that? Okay, to recognize that my happiness comes first. How about that? Okay, how about that? Now, here's the thing. Now that you're working on your happiness, honey, also work on your joy. I read this just today, and I remember it didn't trigger nothing because I remember somebody else had said this years ago. But they said, honey, the difference between your happiness and your joy is that happiness is external. We can make happiness, we can find happiness. Happiness are those things that outside sources, would get us to into a state of euphoria. But joy comes from the inside. That joy, honey, when you just wake up and you just know you up to be up, and it's just you're connected with everything, honey. Have y'all ever been in a point to where if you sat down and you're barefoot, and if you step on something, or if you put your feet down on the ground, you can actually feel yourself like you are melding into or joining with the crowd of the floor or whatever, and it felt like you just became an extension of it. Okay, don't call me crazy, honey, because I know I do that. Like when I'm meditating, and I'm in counsel with my spirit and carrying on. I know when I stand up and come in, I feel like I am one with everything, honey. I feel the electricity going through me. You can feel all that energy. When you do a good thing, y'all know how in Storm, or I mean on X-Men or whatever, and you see how those that got they make those the orb of energy that they fling off. If ever you meditate, honey, and take yourself to that level, you can feel that energy. You can make one of those kind of orbs, okay? Because you can feel it. And in the cartoon, they just show us what it looked like. But if you ever are really in tune, you can feel that, you know. And I love being in that state of euphoria. Okay, I'm thankful for my family. Come on now, family. You know, um, so that there is where this is. You know what I'm saying? So what else are we thankful for, honey? What else? What else? What else? What else, honey? Okay. Because this here, the attitude of gratitude that uh Amy has said earlier, you know, is very, 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 very essential to the elevation of us as people. Because if you're not grateful for what you have already or thankful for what you have, then what's to come will never come, or it will come botched. Okay. This is why I got to come out of this depression, because I know I'm ready for a house now. Okay. And the way how this bitch looks now, honey. Okay. I used to joke on Chef, they say cleanliness is next to godliness, but if you look at this motherfucker, you will swear me and God don't know each other. Okay. So with that, in order to be appreciative and thankful or whatever, you have to take care of this stuff too. You have to show yourself and prove to yourself that you're accountable for this stuff. Yeah, and that's how we're able to go. So for this year, for Thanksgiving this year, when you guys, if you're going to congregate or not, if you're going to do it virtually or however you're going to do it, keep that into consideration. One thing of being grateful and thankful, but now in your Thanksgiving, are you only happy or are you joyous? Okay. Because here's something else about happiness. Happiness is something, honey, that can be temporary. Because happiness, as long as those external factors are working in your life, you can stay happy because it's conditional. Happiness is conditional in a lot of cases, but joy isn't. Joy comes from the inside, honey. And that there is your joy is your essence of connecting to life itself. And if you let somebody steal your joy, then that means they have power over your life, you know, and that there are some of the things that we have to deal with and to contend with. Okay. So yes, 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 yes. But y'all know what? This is gonna be our first, because I thought my co-host was gonna be able to come up in here And I feel as though I am talking myself into oblivion now because I didn't hit all of my points that I wanted to hit. And I know right now I'm singular in my thought processes. So what we're going to do, we're going to call this an early show, I believe, and then make some things happen. You know, what I'll do is let me do another commercial break. Let me play my commercials once again so that we can get you guys together. And then when I come back out of there, unless something else hit me, we'll see what's up, okay? But put up some more of y'all hashtags up in here. Oh, wait a minute. Before we go, what we got? I'm thankful for my beautiful daughter. She has given me purpose. She's upended my life in the best way. She has also helped me make a bridge to my family. Ooh, now that's big, Amy. She's the new generation. Yes, child. Yes, that's real big. Real big. That's sensational. How sensational are you, honey? How sensational are you? Or are you just sitting up there being in a delusion of grandeur? Okay, that's a good question. Is your sensationalism caught up in your delusion of grandeur? Huh? Is it all fantasy? Or does it have purpose and merit? We'll talk about that after the break. Let me tell that's good. That's good. Hold on. Y'all hold the fuck up, honey. Oh, that's good.
Come on now. Okay, black on. Get into it. Black on. Look at that. David Ford. Right there. That's his thing. Black on. He don't know Tom. Look at that. David Ford. That's his thing. He don't know Tom. Yeah. Yes. Oh, here we go. Oh, I can't see the demons. I can't see the demons, but I can see the light.
We are creating black luxury across this country.
Almond brown eyes so deep, crystal mahogany mystique. She leaves me winded. With one word I am taken in. Her beauty inhales me. She breathes me out, and I am alive again. I swim in her love. She moves for me. She pleasures herself with my love. We lay together and play together on the dance floor of life. We cut a rug. She can keep pace. Intellect, beauty, understanding, sincere. Face to face. In every aspect, we dance at the same rhythm and pace. The song ends. We arrive together where I always wanted to be, looking into your deep, deep, deep almond brown eyes, inhaled by your beauty.
Footballer, blue-collar steak daddy. I am mesmerized by his eyes, his thighs, his mind and her like mind. We are intertwined. His massive arms, his sincere charms, his robust gluteus maximus. He excites me. He ignites me. We take each other to a place where Xanadu and Nirvana connect and constantly stand erect. When our love explodes, we are the reason why the Milky Way exists and our love and passion persists. He tantalizes me. He titillates me to want to taste the rainbow.
Love is love. Love is love.
Deep, almond brown eyes.
Love is love.
Almond brown eyes.
Love.
Deep, almond brown eyes.
Love is love.
Almond brown eyes.
Love is love. Love is love.
Ah, and we are back. Y'all like my little cut there? That there's an original piece, honey, by myself and Mr. Elliot Cephas. He composed the track. We both did our own lyrics and carried on. It was produced and engineered and stuff by Big Red and also Einstein. My heterosexual husband. I wanted to give y'all that just to do something a little different with that. But yes, honey. Just before we get ready to leave, honey, my question to you was, are you guys is your sensationalism or your idea of being sensational, uh is it real? Do you really understand how sensational you are without it being an air, without it being uh uh subject to interpretation? Or is it all delusions of grandeur? Okay, are you sitting up there putting on a show, honey, trying to be all that when you're not? Okay, y'all know how we get when we try to save face, and really, you're trying to fake it till you make it, and all of that. Uh, what is that for you? I know. I have my days where it's delusions of grandeur because I get into those days where I question myself. and like, okay, child, you done told these folks that you can do this. Can you really do it? And I had to get on myself. You know you can. The thing of it is, do you want to do it? Are you up for the work? Are you up for the challenge? You know, I know I had to get better with wanting to get um, understanding the value of it, because oftentimes I don't know how to charge people. You don't want to overcharge folks. Thinking that it's this and this. Then I don't want to undersell myself, trying to think that I'm giving you the deal or whatever. So you have to look at that from a standpoint. But I've learned how to do it like this. And did y'all remember Trinice when she was on American Idol? She was on Trinice Cobbins. She was on the year that Ruben won. Okay. Uh I interviewed her on the radio show, and we got to talk about this very issue. And one of the things that she said, I take what it cost me to sustain my home for a month, my household expenses and stuff for a month. And I take that and I double that. And that there is my fee or my honorarium when I'm on a gig or this, that, and the other. And I thought that was the smartest thing, because right there, okay, I can sit down here and keep myself 2 months ahead of the game, you know. So I get this gig and then I get the next gig. And hell, by the time you get 6 gigs, um, hell, you done paid for the year. You set for the year. So that's everything, that there is everything. Um, um, so what are your delusions? Okay. I mean, your sensational, are they delusions, or are you really understanding your value, understanding that your sensationalism, honey, is not in vain. You understand, honey. Yes, I am. I'm pretty cool. Yeah, you're damn right I'm good. You're damn right. Well, you can stick your chest out. Um, you can stick your chest out and be proud of who you are, but don't let pride get in the way, because pride becomes vanity. And when you're doing stuff out of that particular space where the selfishness of it becomes a hindrance, and you forget or negate everybody else, and then get in the space to where you think that because you're here it means something, or that you're better than. You know what I'm saying? Anytime it has those hints or those elements or those notes in the layering, then we got to rework that. You see, in order to stay humble and in order to stay cute. And the thing of it is that it's going to, because we're all human. So you have to keep yourself in check, to make sure that you're not like this with the blessing, but you're like this. So as long as it's open, you're able to continue to receive. If you're tight fist, can't nothing else get in here. And then look at, you're ready to fight. So you're so tight to where you're ready to fight it. But if you open it up, honey, you know how we do when we take, well, ain't that what they say? You know how when you don't have a cup and you got to make a cup with your hand, okay, so you can drink, okay, because it's open. And yes, some fall out the sides of this, that, and the other, but that part wasn't for you because it couldn't fit. So that, yeah, okay. Okay, come on now. Full disclosure, I'm thankful to return to therapy on Monday. I'm thankful to begin a new career after getting certified as a medical coder. I'm thankful that I have my man, my health, and my house. 2020 isn't so bad when you're stuck inside with all that. Okay, come on, Amy. And I'm thankful for finding this program. Oh, bless you, sweetie. Getting to know Meech a lot better, meeting Erica, Leah, Stan, and other friends here. Y'all make me feel welcome in a space I wouldn't normally be. Oh, hashtag RD Research Department. You have a beautiful mind, honey. Your mind and how you see life, honey, is absolutely breathtaking, and it's fascinating. And it's those kinds of things to where we need to be in that particular space at all times, I believe, because this is how we communicate with the world. This is how we learn. This is how we grow. This is how you prune your garden, honey. Remember when I say you got to go out there and work that land, honey? Anytime you plant seeds, you got to go out there to make sure that the weeds do not strangle the seeds. Oh, that's good. Oh, wait a minute. Let me put that down. Make sure. No, 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 no. That's a banner. Okay. Be sure that the weeds don't strangle the seeds. Oh, that is so good. Be sure that the weeds don't strangle seeds. Ah, come on now. Ain't that hot? That's hot. I got to put that, let that scroll, honey. Yes. Be sure that the weeds don't strangle the seeds. Okay. This is why you got to prune your garden. And how do you do it? Something that says, I think is it a proverb or it's a scripture that said iron strengthen iron? Okay. Sharpens iron. Iron sharpens iron. So we have to be around folks who can sharpen you, honey, to get your skills together, to take you into a place where you have ultimate growth and understanding and ultimate, the idea of life is to reach your zenith and your optimum, while you're here. Because when it's time to go into our next expression of life, whatever that is, you want to make sure that you've reached your pinnacles here. You know what I'm saying? So that there is part of what the T is, honey. That's part of those are some of the keys and the clues. Okay. My sensationalism is not a delusion anymore. Ooh, I realize that there is strength in my weakness and vulnerability. Besides myself, others can learn from my mistakes. Plus, that's when my help comes. You better. Come on, real estate regroup show. What you say? Hard. Yes, I got to put that up there one more time. Let the kids see that again. My sensationalism is not a delusion anymore. That's a hot statement because, see, I love when we get into those spaces where we realize, thank you, darling, the apple pie is here, sugar. Okay. I love when we get into a space where we have self discovery. Okay, self-discovery is everything because that allows us to grow. It allows us to shed. It allows us to be the caterpillar again and go into that cocoon to come out as the butterfly. Okay. And to move and to soar, you know, and carrying on. Those are oh, that's beautiful. Okay, yes, that's iron sharpens iron, honey. Come on now. Yes. Okay. Yes. So those are, jewels and things that we have to take ourselves with. So, when you talk about, we all are sensational in our own way because I always say when you get up to go into the mirror, when you look in the mirror, that's God looking back at you. If you believe that we're all created in God's image, then that there is God looking back at you when you're in the mirror. Okay. The idea of it is that I imagine God being the absolute perfection of me. Okay. If I'm created in God's image, then God is the absolute perfection of who I am, the very, 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 very best of everything that I am. And in my human state, most of the time I'm not going to get there because I'm human and we're having a human experience. But for those who believe in spirit and carrying on, that there is where it is, child. And spirit always elevates itself to a place of making sure that we reach a zenith and an optimum. You know, oh, 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 that's real good. Oh, that's in my arms and shit, y'all. Oh, that's coming up my back. Oh, that's real good. I like that one. Oh, that's good. That's good. I have a hard time claiming my sensationalism. I can't allow myself to be vulnerable with many people, not truly vulnerable. Can't be great if you can't be open. Oh, now that's really good. Okay, now here we go. Now that means that means that there has to be exercises that you take to where you have to learn how to be open with yourself. Once you get to a space where you can accept it, okay, that goes back to what I was saying earlier about learning how to be one with yourself, understanding your own company, understanding how to accept your flaws and your fabulousness together. Okay, understanding what they are. Change what you can change. Understand, okay, this is just a part of me. I don't like it, but it's part of who I am. Okay, it's part of my DNA. Okay. And because of that, then you have to, once you start to open up yourself and open up how to be vulnerable with you, because a lot of times we don't want to face things, which is why standing in front of that mirror, standing in front of the mirror, okay, and you got to see you for everything. You can't run from you, honey. I don't care how you look at it or whatever. You can't run from you. Cause everywhere you go, honey, you going right there. You gonna meet yourself right there. Cause you gonna run right into you going there. So when you look into that proverbial mirror and stand there and be nude with yourself, and not just physically, but be nude with your emotions, with your feelings, honey, with your expressions, with what it is that you don't like about yourself that folks don't know. What it is that you tolerate with yourself because you sit up there and say, okay, I'm not going to uh let this get me down, but you tolerate it. I don't necessarily like it, but mm, you know what I'm saying? When you tolerate it, but don't accept it. See, when you're able to get into those spaces or whatever, you will understand it. And now that you're a mother now, Miss Amy, that there is gonna come and it's gonna take you into a place because as your daughter grows, then you will start to see what you want to teach her. See, and then as she becomes, then you will be. See, because the one is never born a woman, one becomes one. Ah, okay. One is never born a woman, honey. One becomes one. Ooh. Hmm. See, you're born female, honey, but you never become a woman. Ow! Come on now. That's good. So, yeah, yeah. So as you start to do that slowly but surely, it's just like how getting into a pool. Okay, you know, sometimes folks can go and dive right in. Other times, folks, because the water's too cold, they got to ease their way in. And sometimes life requires that where you got to take your time and ease into it, one toe at a time, honey. You know, and then because you got to get used to the water and carrying on, and then let your body temperature change with the water because it may be cold or whatever. And then when you get to a place, yeah, you can do it. Just take your time. Take your time, and then realize, honey, that part of that vulnerability is learning who to trust and who you can't trust. So perhaps you may need to get around some people that you know you can trust unconditionally. It might be time to rebuild a team, you know, and your village so that you can be able to have a spot where you can say, hey, this is what this is, and boom. Oh, those are real good jewels tonight, honey. We got some real good ones. So listen here. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go ahead on and get back into your day and your evening. It is Saturday. We're closing rather early, honey, because I don't know what to do. Child. Usually we up in here. It's midnight, 3 o'clock in the morning, and all of that. However, I'm going to sit back, get back over here on this couch, and finish watching some Iyanla Fix My Life, and get back into Miss Amazon Prime and these movies, honey. Yes, child. Yes, Amazon Prime is trying to do it. Like I said, I just watched a movie called Influence, and I've watched a movie called Keys to the City. I got to go rewatch this other one. What was it called? It was called Open. I got to rewatch that because I missed part of it. Open is about this couple who get into understanding that they want to be in an open relationship, and they wanted to experiment that and do this, but then they end up not following the rules, and some shit happens. So it was really cute what I caught of it, but I missed some things 'cause I got on the phone. So I need to rewatch that. Then I watched a movie called Influence. Influence, honey. Oh, that was really, 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 really cute. The acting in it I could have done a little bit more with some structure, and I think the director could have done a little bit more with what they did. Uh, uh, but it's a very, very cute movie. Influence is about uh, Deborah Cox is playing this singer who is being charged with the murder of her husband, played by Anthony Hamilton. But there's a twist in here, honey, that's really cute. And the story is about this powerful Black lawyer family, okay, and how they do to get some things to happen and this, that, and now. It's really good, very entertaining, okay. Give you a little Tyler Perry-ish kind of moves that they do. But okay. And then the other movie that I watched was called Keys to My Heart. And that there is about a father and a son who are going against each other as they are candidates for becoming mayor of Atlanta. Okay. But the younger dude is taken on this journey, okay, of a love relationship. And baby, when I tell you, honey, I knew this was going that there was a twist. I just didn't know it was going to spin in the direction that it spent. Okay, I was on the right path, but it went into a different direction. I was like, "Whoa, bitch!" Y'all know how hurricanes come and they say, "Okay, we project this on this path," but then that wind get to twist and that bitch alley oops. That's what this movie is gonna do for you. So, yeah, what you say? Hopefully, you've watched Good Omens. Is that on? Is that on Prime? Prime, Netflix, or Hulu? I don't have Hulu, but where's that at? So let me go look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Good Omens. Okay, okay, cute, 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 cute. And we're gonna call that great. So, wait a minute before I put that in my mouth. Okay, because this ain't look like it's gonna be good. And I ate up all my ice cream. I ain't got no ice cream to go with it. That's all right. Oh, it is on Prime. Okay. Well, let me go pull her up right now. So on that note, darling, you may finish all of your crumpets, my darling, because the tea has been dished. And you've been dishing tea, darling. Ow! With Big Meat, honey. And on behalf of my co-host, Aunt Nikki, and the big guy ally, Big Red, honey, if you love us, tell a friend, honey. If you hate us, tell an enemy. But do know this: one way, shape, style, form, or fashion, everything that we are doing will move forward. Tomorrow, being Sunday, uh, we may come on. That depends on how I feel. But Aunt Nikki is going to be on at 9 o'clock. And then if we come on, she's going to come in to join us after she finishes with her initial interview. Remember when we did Nature Boy and we did the Nature Boy interview? Well, Aunt Nikki is going to be talking to one of the ladies who left the compound. So she's going to be talking to one of them. And that's going to go live tomorrow evening as well at 9 o'clock. So I think we will come on. I gotta play that by ear. So that she could come on and debrief with us of what happened in that one. So that there'll be that. So in any case, what I might just do is come on later. I may just start us at 10 o'clock tomorrow night so that I can catch the interview myself and then just come in later. So just keep posting and we'll see what's going on with that, okay? So in all of that, honey, I'm going to let you guys go ahead on and do your thing because I'm going to do mine with these pads, honey. Ha! It ain't a patty pad, honey, but okay. So on that note, my darling, and scene.